So, good afternoon. We're currently on a bit of a road trip on the way to a town called Grimsby. We're going over to pick up a 750i Eazy Pond cladding. It's a Nexus 220 plus loads of other bits and pieces. Basically, it's a pond closure. So basically, gentlemen had it for about 2 months. And obviously due to unforeseen circumstances now that they've had to shut it down and basically sell the property. So we're going over, myself and Pete. Pete's there. Teresa, Dave and Kopi are in a car behind. So they're in transit directly behind us because we're in a Mercedes Luton van. Because obviously to get everything back. To be honest with you, it started as a bit of a nightmare today. So, as we all do with the enterprise rental company, we all go on the website and we all fill in the details of what we want and how we want it. Paid the money, I think it was 199 quid for a weekend. Said that we couldn't pick it up until 12 o'clock and that it's got to be delivered back 12 o'clock on Monday, which is really shitty to be fair, but it is where it is. To find that when we turned up, they cancelled the order. So, thank you very much to Enterprise Rent-A-Car in in Wolverhampton. Because then, fair play to them, they turned around and said, said, look, you didn't tell me, you need to sort it out. I'm about to lose some money, so unless you sort it, I'll be taking legal advice on Monday. So they made a few phone calls, and then I ended up having to go to Telford to go and pick up a vehicle from Telford. So that's basically where we are at the moment. So hopefully I'll be able to get some information a bit further down the line. So catch you in a bit. Okay, good morning. So this is the morning after the day before. So yesterday we went over to go and fetch the Eazy Pod using the Luton van and some other bits and pieces. And obviously we've got it in and it's a bit bigger than what we thought it was going to be. So I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, it's a bit on the big side. And it won't go through the door. It won't go through the door. So, we're going to do some problem solving. So the distance between that point there, so the distance between the door there and the door there is 1235. The width of this is 1346 and the length is 2782. So we can't do it that way. So, a little bit of problem solving. So, it's very, very heavy. Weighs about 335 kilos, 340 kilos, something like that. So, I'll show you what I've done. I've installed wheels. One there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, so they're designed to carry 2.2 tons. So, we've got them on there. Obviously, this is rock solid. Cut the two pipes off to match. We've cut the pipes off down there so they'll match as well. And then all I'll do is put a coupling on each one of those later, coupling on this one, and we're back up and running. So, plan we've got now is where we're going to put it. So originally, don't forget, we weren't going to have one to start off with. Then I was, then I weren't, then I was. So, originally I wanted it down the bottom, so I wanted it down by the door. So as you're coming through the door and you look round, first thing you see is a pond window. Okay, now obviously Dave, Pete and Kopi come up with some cracking ideas yesterday. So, and obviously a massive shout out to them to help us out yesterday, also Scrag and a couple of others, much appreciated. So, obviously what I wanted originally was to come through here and have here a window. And that's not going to work now. So what I'm going to do now is I've got 3 vats, a square and 2 round ones, so they'll go across there like was originally planned, and I'll stick a filter there, and then obviously because these will just be sales vats, I'll use all 3 into something like a 320 that'll filter straight in, straight back over, so I'm going to do that. The other plan we've got now, as you can see I'm coming around here now, remember that I built? Looks like we're going to decommission it. So we're going to use the granite work surface to go up to the top. We're going to keep this in place, and now the 750 is going to go in there and stick out 5.5 feet this way, and then stick a 220 plus in that corner, and then just frame it all off so it'll all look alright. Obviously that way I've got electric access to power, got access to water, and obviously I've got access to all the other bits and pieces as well, so that'll help me with that. So that's the plan. Whether it's going to work or not, I don't know, but realistically speaking, in 7 days time we'll find out whether I've got it done or not. So catch you later. Okay, so we got the wheels on, they worked, got it through, and that worked as well. We had a bit of a problem, only something minor, but obviously it's an engineering related issue. That snapped clean off. So we ended up getting it round. OSB boards on the floor and literally sliding it round. So job's a good one, show you where we are now. So it's sitting there ready to go. So that was a nice little result. So well, it is massive, to be fair. So obviously it's going to sit there for now, and then once I manage to get things sorted this end with this, all that'll come out and it'll go in there. So hey bad, bit of engineering, bit of pissing about and some other bits and pieces, and we're away. Big shout as well to Scrag and his boss. They've come down, give us an hand lifting this round, so that's sorted. So cracking. So we'll carry on. Catch you later. Okay, good morning. This is day 4, and obviously the weather's not been the world's best. So day 4, where are we? So managed to pick up the vats. Managed to pick up two 310 and a 300 Nexus as well. Done some pipe work and some other bits and pieces, so I'll show you where we are now. It is a mess, so just bear with me. So those are 350 gallon vats. That is a Nexus 300. That now is the 750 ready to be modified, so a bit of a clean inside. Nexus 220 plus. Nexus 300. And obviously we've got the vat down there. Like you see, as you can see, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. So what we're doing at the moment is piping this up. So redoing all the pipes down the bottom. So you've got the waste pipe that's going to go over there. That's your air pipe that comes up and then connects around the back. Power supply there. Once we've got all this in place, that'll all be moved back into position. What I'm going to do with these, I've got 2-inch bottom drains on the bottom, so I'm going to join these two together. That'll have a T-piece, and then that will go into the 310. And then what'll happen then is the 220 will go on that vat down there. So that's how I'm going to do that now. As you can see, table's gone from there. Teresa's come up with a suggestion, which, to be honest here, sounds like a decent idea. Bit of a mess under here because it's raining. And that's potentially now, we could be moving the shop from out the workshop into the log cabin. 2 reasons. One, so we can make a modification to the log cabin, put CCTV in there and everything else. Plus, when they come in through the back gate, all the sales area will be, all here. And then we'll use this as the shop. So we barely use that anyway now, so nice easy. So that's where we are at the moment. I've got to go and get some piping and some bits and pieces today. Again, shout out to Scrag for getting me out of trouble yesterday with the inch and half connection. So I've got to go to a day and try and get some more piping today. And 4 days left. So 4 days to get the 710 into position. It's not going to have water in at the moment, it's just going to be set up. Each process is going to be done individually. So finish one project, move on to the next. Finish another project, move on to the next. That's the way it's going to be. If you start having too many projects together, nothing gets finished, and that's something I've always said. So yeah, so this is a quick update on this one. Obviously the weather's not the world's best at the moment, so we're going to have to see how that pans out. Still waiting for the refund to come back from Enterprise, so I'll keep you updated on that. Shame on you, Enterprise, shame on you, but let's see what happens. So, catch you later. Okay, good afternoon. So this is day 5 of where we are at the moment. Obviously the place is still a bit of a mess, as you can see, but things are getting a little bit better. So obviously I've repiped all that up, sorted all that out. That's all been sterilised, it's all clean, all bleached. That was the same, all that's done as well. And let me show you what I've done here as well. There you go. So in, it's against the face look, and look, even everything matches up with the lines. Okay, man, that was a ball ache. Okay, so again, it's not perfect, but I'll show you where we are with this. So I've used the Nexus 300 on this one, and obviously you can see it's plumb. I'm doing it so it's only, water's only going to come to here. Water's only going to come to there. Because obviously further down the line, if I need to raise it, I will. I just don't want to do it yet. So if you can see where I am, look, you can see what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to keep it as level as I possibly can. Obviously there's cladding on this side. I haven't put no cladding on this side yet. For the simple reason is, I've got to sort all the piping out. There's nothing in for the pump yet. So the pump will go underneath that, up around the back, up and over the top. And then electrics and everything will go up there. I'm just doing a pressure test now as we speak, just to have a look at that and make sure that's all alright as well. Obviously testing the valves down there, and then what I want to do is check to see how the water comes up on there as well. At the moment there's a bit of water in there ain't nothing much. So that's where we are at the moment on that. Again, it ain't the world's best. I think the cladding, let's tidy the cladding up a bit more later. I am impressed with how it's come all level though, so I am impressed with that. But it's the start of things to come. It is the start. It does look really good there as well, to be fair. I've got to be honest. It does look there. It don't look like it's in your face at all, in any shape or form. So I think that looks good. And then obviously when you come round the side of here, you can see it does create the wave factor there, so I'm alright with that. Obviously there's lighting underneath there and everything else. So, and again, still work in progress. Like I said, I'm going to pressure test this. I'll take it up to about halfway, maybe a little bit less than that. And then I'll see how we'll go on that. So I'll catch you again in a bit. Right, good afternoon. So we're a couple of hours in now. So I'll show you where I am now. I've done a bit more. Started putting some water in to do all the water testing. So I'll show you where we are. So you can see that's the water that's going in there now. I'm not really going to take it much higher. Probably take it to about there, so I can pressure test it. Then I've got to sort out the piping on there. I'm going to run it that way, and then I want to go up the wall. And I'm going to be testing one of the new ammonia blockers on that as well. So I'm going to be testing one of the new ammonia blockers on there as well for next season. I want to see if I do exactly what it says on the tin. So that's what it's all about for me. I'm happy with this. I'll show you where we are. You got leaves in there, but to be fair, I half expected it, and that's been jet washed. But again, it's going to have to be re-cleaned again. But again, I ain't got a problem with it. Like I said, I'm pressure testing it all anyway. It's got a belt and drying in it, but obviously I haven't connected all the piping up on it yet. I ain't connected the piping up, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. That's unless it's leaks. Obviously, if it leaks, then I'm back to square one and just do it anyway. So I'll give you a bit of an update tomorrow. So yeah, 5 days. So a couple of days left. Ain't in a bad place, I don't think. So catch you later. Okay, again, good afternoon. This is day 6. So obviously the weather's been absolutely horrible today. It has been, well, it has simple. It's been really nasty. But it is what it is. We've had to get stuff done today. So I'll show you where I am now. So what I've done, I've piped up that into a 20,000 variable. That's obviously gone into a slide valve. So obviously I can use that then. It's gone up into the wall, and then it's gone into a UV. Now obviously you can see I'm limited on space. So what I've got to try and do now I've got to route a pipe across here, follow this one down, come across here, and then I'll stick ammonia blocker there, come back up, and then come back in to the pipe that's located at the back, which is the return there. So if you look, I'm not far away at all, but what I want to do is I want to run, like I said, run that across there and then down, so make it look tighter. The reason for that is because obviously there's a shelf that's going to go across the top. There's a shelf that's going to go up there, and then obviously the air pump will sit up there, and then I need to get power supply to it, and I also need to get the controller up there as well, so that all will be done here, and I'll keep all that nice and tidy. So yeah, it's been a really crappy day today, so what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to chill out and have me a couple of beers, and just enjoy the rest of the afternoon stroke evening, and then come back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and then obviously I want to try and get this out tomorrow as well, so hopefully I'll have this piping in, that'll be piped up, and that'll be hopefully the end, towards the end of that project then. But yeah, looking pretty good, yeah. Okay, so hopefully catch you tomorrow, day 7. Okay, good morning, day 7. So I'm just waiting for the cell code to open now. I'm nearly there. I've nearly got all the bits and pieces in place. Just doing bits. Show you where I am now. So basically what I've done now, I've routed the pipes down the back, come round into a ball joint. There's 2 sockets either side of there with 2 lock-offs, and then that will feed back into the pipe. I know it looks a bit of loads of bends, but it was the only way I could physically do it because of the size of that UV. That was the only way I could really do it realistically. So obviously we've got this filling up now. I've got this filling so I can get this tested, because this is another thing I'm trying to sort out as well. So I know there's leaves and stuff in there, and obviously I've got a bit of tidying up to do around there as well. But yeah, like I said, waiting for Selco to come open now so I can finish this bit off, and then once that bit's finished, then I can get the water in, I can test it again then, and then all this water that's in here later will be put into the 350 vats, so I can test those as well. Main reason because obviously I don't know exactly how much water. I know it says 750 gallon, with 750 gallon plus the piping plus the Nexus 310, I need to know roughly what it is for the treatments as well. So yep, catch you back in a bit. Okay, so final bit now for this session. I did say what I wanted to do was get it up and running. I'm pleased to say it's running. It's not 100%, but it's good enough for this. So I'll show you where we are. So all that's piped up now. I've got the 2 balls on there, so then obviously the ammonia blocker will go on there onto 2 threads. I can then take it off and put it back on whenever I need to. Obviously that's working. I've got a couple of leaks on the pump. That's something I'll have to look at, but there you go. She's up and running. Okay, so obviously it is a water test, and like I said, the pump came second hand, and as you can see there's a split on that pump. It's actually on the housing itself, so that's got to be replaced, but to be fair, I ain't going to complain. That's an easy win, that is. I'm happy with that. So okay, so I said I'd get it done in 7 days, and it's running. So hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you again on the next project that's going to be probably in another couple of weeks. So also want to take this opportunity, obviously it's Armistice Day today, lest we forget.